Empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water. You put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now, water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend. It's one of the most iconic quotes in martial arts history, but it's more than just a cool line. It's the profound philosophy of a legend, Bruce Lee. Today, we're diving deep into the spiritual and practical meaning of be like water, and how this ancient wisdom revolutionized the martial arts world and offers a powerful blueprint for life itself. The philosophy in martial arts, be like water. The origin, Taoism and Bruce Lee. To understand be like water, we first have to go back further than Bruce Lee, to Taoism, an ancient Chinese philosophy. The concept of water as the ultimate force is deeply rooted in the writings of Lao Tzu, particularly the Tao Te Ching. It states that nothing in the world is softer or more flexible than water, yet nothing can withstand it in its persistent assault on the hard and strong. Bruce Lee, who was an avid student of philosophy, took this core Taoist principle, the balance of yin and yang, and the idea of flow, and adapted it for combat. He noticed something crucial. Many traditional martial arts were too rigid, too fixed in their forms. A fighter trained only in one style might be brilliantly skilled, but if an opponent moved in a way outside that system, they would struggle to adapt. They were the stiff, unyielding tree that breaks in the storm. Lee wanted to be the water. He realized that a true martial artist shouldn't be confined to a single style. Instead, they should be formless, able to take on any shape required by the opponent and the situation. This thinking became the foundation of his own martial art and philosophy, Jeet Kune Do, or the way of the intercepting fist. Water's three core principles in combat. So, what does it mean practically to fight like water? It boils down to three core principles: adaptability, flexibility, and persistence. 1. Adaptability, formless/shapeless. Water has no inherent shape, and that's its strength. In a fight, this means you can't be set on one technique or outcome. If your opponent attempts a takedown, you don't rigidly try to strike. You adapt. Maybe you flow into a submission or a counter takedown. If they are fast, you slow down and intercept. If they are slow, you accelerate and overwhelm. It's about being present, having an empty mind, or Mushin in Zen, so your reaction is spontaneous and not clouded by pre-planned moves or ego. 2. Flexibility, flow and crash. Water can flow gently, but it can also crash with immense force. Flexibility isn't just about movement, it's about strategy and effort. Flow. When you flow, you yield to an opponent's force, redirecting their energy without resisting. Think of a judo throw or an Aikido joint lock. You use their momentum against them. A crash. But when necessary, water is unstoppable. The crash is your moment of maximum, focused effort. The full power of your strike. The decisive moment you choose to exert force to break through an obstacle. A martial artist who is like water knows exactly when to yield and when to strike. 3. Persistence, erosion. Water is the softest element, yet it can carve canyons and erode mountains. This teaches us the value of persistence and non-resistance. You don't have to win with a single, massive blow. By consistently and gently applying pressure, by finding the cracks and voids in your opponent's defense, you break them down over time. This is a subtle strength. The soft, persistent water eventually defeats the hard, rigid stone. The philosophy in life, beyond the dojo. Bruce Lee was clear. This philosophy wasn't just for the fighting ring. It's a powerful metaphor for navigating the chaos of life itself. One. Handling obstacles. Think about your problems as rocks in a stream. A rigid person might try to smash the rock head-on, leading to frustration and injury. Water doesn't smash. It adjusts. It goes around it, over it, or through the smallest crack. When you face a major challenge at work, a financial setback, or a broken relationship, do you stiffen up and resist, or do you empty your mind and adapt to the new reality? Being like water means seeking the path of least resistance while still moving forward. You don't stop. You don't give up. You flow. 2. Self-acceptance and growth. The quote also touches on self-awareness and honesty. Lee said, "To express oneself honestly, my friend, is very hard to do. If you are a glass, water becomes the glass. It accepts its container. In life, this means accepting your current self, your strengths, your weaknesses, your past mistakes, without self-deception. Only then can you genuinely move and flow. If you're constantly rigid about who you think you should be, you create internal resistance that stops your growth. Embrace your shape so you can effectively change it. 3. Presence and spontaneity. The empty mind is the most aware mind. If you're constantly thinking about your next move, or regretting your last one, you're not fully present. Water acts spontaneously, reacting perfectly to the terrain the moment it hits it. In a conversation, this is about truly listening. In a creative endeavor, it's about letting the work flow out of you. In life, it's about being responsive, not reactive. This presence allows you to intercept opportunities and challenges perfectly, without the wasted energy of emotional baggage or overthinking. The enduring legacy. The philosophy of "be like water" is a universal principle of power through humility. It teaches us that true strength is not found in rigidity, but in the ability to adapt, persist, and remain formless. It is the ultimate expression of winning by yielding. It's why this philosophy is found at the core of so many martial arts, demonstrating its timeless truth. A Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, BJJ. This art embodies the ultimate flow. When an opponent uses force, the BJJ practitioner doesn't resist. They yield, using the opponent's momentum, leverage, and gravity to sweep, control, or submit them. It's the art of the soft overcoming the hard. Tai Chi, Jeet Kune Do, rooted deeply in Taoism, its slow, continuous movements are the physical manifestation of water's flow. It teaches you to stay centered and harmonious while perpetually changing shape, ready to transition from softness to explosive power gene at any moment. Karate. While often seen as a hard, linear style, the philosophy is to use your techniques like water. Maximum impact with minimum effort. The practitioner must be soft and relaxed to generate true speed and power, focusing on the moment of impact to crash like a wave, and then immediately return to a state of calm readiness. Aikido. Known as the way of harmonious spirit, Aikido is entirely based on redirecting an attacker's force rather than meeting it head-on. The Aikido master is the water that envelopes the stone, neutralizing the attack by simply letting the force flow past them and then controlling its direction. Wing Chun Kung Fu. This art emphasizes simultaneous attack and defense, relying on sticking hands to maintain contact and instantly adapt to an opponent's changing structure. Its directness and efficiency are born from a formless approach, minimal movement for maximum effect. Kendo, the way of the sword. While Kendo uses a rigid bamboo sword, the philosophy demands Zanshin, a state of continued, sustained awareness, and a mind free from fixation, which is the definition of the empty, flowing mind. The practitioner must achieve Mushin, no mind, to react instinctively and precisely. Jeet Kune Do, JKD. Bruce Lee's creation is the literal embodiment of the concept. The entire system is a constant lesson in adaptation, using what is useful from all styles and discarding what is not. It is the style of no style. This philosophy is an invitation to stop fighting the reality of the present moment. Instead of pushing against a wall, find the current. Instead of resisting a change, embrace the new form. The question isn't whether water is strong or weak. The question is, when faced with a challenge, will you be the brittle branch that snaps, or the endless, flowing water that adapts and prevails? Call to action and outro. Thank you for watching. If this philosophy resonated with you, hit the like button, subscribe for more deep dives into the philosophy of martial arts and life, and let me know in the comments. How will you apply the "be like water" philosophy to a challenge you're facing right now? Keep training, keep learning, and as Bruce Lee would say, be water, my friends.